So hi everybody, and welcome back to another Jaguars in the Barn video. So I know it's been a while, so happy Christmas and happy New Year to everybody, because I've not posted since before Christmas. So a bit of an update where we are. I'm just going to take the car out for a bit of a drive today. I've not used it since I think the 10th of November. So it's been parked up in there for a few months now. So hopefully it's going to start. So we're going to get it out. I need to get some fuel, a few errands to run, and then I'm going to talk you through what we're going to be doing to the car next. But as you can see, we've been a bit busy. We've got the majority of the doors built up on the barn now. So we're getting there. So as you can see, it's a beautiful sunny day today. You can see me squinting. So yeah, that's what we're going to do. So we're going to go into the barn, going to get the car uncovered, get it started up, hopefully. Then I'm going to take it out, get some fuel, and then we can have a chat in the car as we're driving along. So if we just get ourselves in. Right, well, that's another project you can see there. Hence I've been busy. Let me just secure that open. Okay. So yeah, for those who don't know, I also build camper vans. There you go. I've got the next one in, a massive ex-police riot van that we're going to be turning into a motorhome for a customer. But anyway, here's the Jag in its slumber. I've thrown a couple of old sheets on it, as you can see, just to keep it protected. I'll give it a wash before Christmas, and this is where it's laid. But it gets still dirty inside the barn, as you've seen in my previous videos. So I've actually bought yesterday a cover for it. So I'm hoping that'll be here this week. When that turns up, then I can show that to you, see how it fits. It's not a specifically made one for an XK8. So I'm not expecting it to fit perfectly. However, for what I need inside here, it will do. I was thinking about the indoor stretchy type ones. But yeah, just with the debris I get, birds get in here as well sometimes. And I get all sorts of droppings and detritus and stuff like that on, as you can see on the roof here. Look, if you can see all that. Yeah, so we definitely need a cover. So I'll show you that when it turns up. Another project I'm making for the house, new larder cupboard. So yeah, I've been very, very busy. So anyway, let's get ourselves sorted. We'll see if the car will start up. We'll take the covers off and then see if we can get out on the road. So bear with me. Try not to get all the dirt off the car. Where should I put that? I'll put it in there. There we go. Just got to hope it starts. result. The battery's a bit low, could do with a charge, but we'll get there. Right, try and get it out. Yes, we made it. So, there we go. Let's close the bonnet. In fact, we'll do the bonnet now. I just want to show you what we're going to be doing. So if we go to the other side, hopefully you can hear me over the sound of the engine. So I want to do the coolant tower. If you look closely in there, you can see where it's been leaking. Also, I was here yesterday, just noticed this bleed valve, bleed line here has previously been snapped off inside the hose and just shortened. So what have I done? So I've ordered the coolant tablets I've already got. I've ordered a new bleed line. I've also ordered the crossover pipe and a new bypass hose. You can see it's a bit bulgy. So while I'm in there, I'm just going to replace these bits. I've got a new thermostat as well, just to try and future-proof the car a little bit. Now this is a thing I've been putting off, as those that have been watching my channel will know, is the coolant tower, just because of these pesky bolts right the way down in there, not the front one, unless it's going to focus in on the back one. No, I'm not going to quite be able to see it, it's a bit dark. So I've read and looked at many stuff. A lot of people are saying the easiest way is to remove the inlet manifold. I think there's sort of 5 bolts on either side to raise the front up to be able to get access to that. Similarly, I've read other threads where they're saying just break the coolant tower, I'm replacing it anyway. So people are literally breaking this down to its base so you can come from the front and put a spanner on to get that one undone. So I'm going to film it. It's something I'm going to be doing over the next couple of days when the parts all arrive. So I'll throw it out to you guys. What do you think? Inlet manifold up or break the tower? As I understand it, just to break the tower is very common because it's, you know, it's had it anyway and would be the most straightforward without disturbing the inlet manifold. But I guess I wouldn't say the more professional way, but probably the way that most people would do it would be to tackle it, would be to undo these few bolts on the inlet manifold just to raise it up. But then there's always the danger of the seals being disturbed, not seating correctly again, or debris getting down inside the ports. So they both have their pros and their cons. So we're going to be looking at that. So that's going to be one of my upcoming videos. But anyway, for now, let me just close the bonnet. Hood, if you're in America. Look at it, I still love this car so much. Hang on, that's the first time it's literally been out the barn this year. Not started since November, look. So clean as a whistle out the back. Sounds mega, doesn't it? Right, we'll leave the barn open and we'll go for a drive. So let me get set up and I'll take you with me. Okay, so we're all set. It's my lovely clean car. So you're going to be filthy dirty just by driving up through this track. So it's a nice day, so I've got the window open just to air it out a bit. So it might get a bit noisy on the drive. So yeah, as I was saying before we left the barn, if you've replaced that coolant tower, I'd love to hear your thoughts on it. Please send me a message, let me know how you done it. Did you find a knack? Did you find something that's easier? Have you got an idea that I've not read about or suggested earlier in the video? Because what I'd love to do is to film it all, the way that I go about doing it, and see if the way that I end up doing it is the easiest, or whether it's complicated, or whether things break. So yeah, I'm hoping to do an informative video to let other people know which would be the best way to do it. I'm going to get out of here, otherwise we're going to get in behind a big lorry. I'll just put my foot down just to get away with them. So yeah, please let me know your thoughts. Similarly, is there anything else you want to see done on the car? The other thing I've got lined up to do, there's a couple of things, but I think the next thing mechanically I want to do, again, as some of you have already commented on, is I've got a little knock on the rear left-hand side. I've not properly investigated it yet. So yeah, we need to get the wheel off, get it up in the air and have a look. Yeah, thinking it's probably, you know, ball joint or a shock or something like that, sort of maybe frozen, but until we get it up in the air I'm not going to know. So that's something else to do. And now down at the barn, I've got power down the barn now where I never had before. So what would be great would be to get a trickle charger going on the car. So yeah, I'll be looking to install one of those and find a way that I can plug it in without leaving any doors or, you know, boot lid, trunk, or anything open, so I can still secure the vehicle whilst leaving it on a trickle charge. So I've seen a few chargers, and I say where I build camper vans as well, I use a lot of the C-TEK products, the C-TEK chargers, when I do my conversions. So it would more than likely be a C-TEK charger that I'm going to install, because I know they're good. I've had many years experience with them. So yeah, so I'd like to get one of those installed, but like I say, finding then a suitable port to put the plug, which you can detach from the actual supply line. So that's what I'm going to be looking. I'm thinking somewhere underneath the rear bumper, if I can take it down through the boot floor somewhere, obviously, you know, waterproof it, grommet, etc. And have it there so it's an easy connection. So that's something I'm going to look to do as well over the next sort of few weeks or so. So yeah, I've got quite a few things I still like to do on the car to bring it up to how I'd like it to be, because at the moment it's totally stock. We've not made any changes to the car at all, apart from, if you've seen obviously in the previous videos, putting it back together and redoing all the leather seats and the headliner. I've put some new mats in, but other than that the car is completely factory. So yeah, maybe a few subtle mods just to personalise it a little bit to me, just a few little tweaks, nothing mad, nothing on the engine. It's absolutely pointless on this car to really do anything performance-wise with the engine. You're better off starting with an R, you know, get yourself an XK8. If you want to, you know, improve the performance and what have you, get the R, or get one that's got the cat suspension pack on it, if that's what you're looking for. For me, although as much as I would love an R, I'm, you know, thoroughly enjoying owning this on the aspirated XK8 version. So we're nearly at the garage. This is Dorchester. As you can see, it's not too far away from where I live. So we're going to pull into the petrol station here. just around the corner and fill up, and then it will be a nice gentle cruise back to the barn again. So we'll leave it here, and we'll catch up again after I've been to the petrol station. Right, so let me just dial in my trip counter. Right, we're on 0. That took a little longer. I just had a gentleman pull up at the same time as me, a slightly newer XK 4.2, a beautiful sort of gunmetal grey metallic. So we've been there nattering away. He's had a couple of these, and he just traded it. He had a convertible version, which he's traded for the 4.2 that he's got now. He was just saying he's had it MOT'd, and had a bit of suspension work doing, so nearly £1,000 later. But you know, another car on the road. So yeah, it's nice to have a chat with him. Okay, so back we go. Let's take a slightly longer route back just to put a bit of charge in my battery. Because as we all know, if you're watching this channel, they don't like having low batteries. So although this is only going to be a sort of 10-15 minute drive for it, it's better than nothing. And hopefully we can negate that problem, as I was saying just now, about putting a charger in. So it'll always be ready to go. But what a beautiful day, look. What's the date today? It's February the 2nd, 2022. So yeah, unbelievable weather. So what's it saying on the outside temperature? 12 degrees, look. Positively tropical. Still got my shorts on, as ever. Every day's a summer day where I live. So let's get rid of that wind noise. So yeah, it'd be great to hear as well what you've been doing with your XK8s lately, since we last spoke in December, since Christmas. Have you cracked them open yet? Got them out of storage? I say, you know, you can't resist on a day like today. There's nothing better, is there? Stay there, mate. There you go, look. Crazy drivers. And again, if you're local, you're watching this, you recognise the roads I'm driving around, or you're in Dorset, it'd be great to, I don't know, maybe have a meet up. There's loads of spaces around here. You can pull up for a cup of tea and a chat, picnic. So it'd be quite nice to have something social going. I've been looking at some of the clubs. So the XK Enthusiast Club, and also like the Jaguar Enthusiast Club, Drivers Club. There's nothing really directly around where I live, unless I've just not seen it, but I certainly can't find it. And where we have those breakfast meets, beg your pardon, again, they're a good hour's drive away or more from where I am. So yeah, if you live local to where I am and you fancy doing something like that, then again, yeah, drop me a line. It'd be nice to hook up with like-minded people, a cup of tea and a chat. And that's the good thing with owning cars like these. You've always got something in common. So there's always something needing doing. Someone will have experience of one thing or another that you can share with other people. That's why I love them so much. And you know, that's come from me. I mean, I started with old air-cooled Volkswagens, and that's my first love. Old Volkswagen Beetles, camper vans, or bay windows, Type 2s, whatever you want to call them. I've had a ton of them, and yeah, that's where my love of cars come from. So as I've got into my more mature years, shall we say, we've got into the Jags, just because they're just amazing value for money. I never get bored of that either, when you're driving past people and people always stop and stare and have a look. And, I took it to work. a couple of months ago now, back in the summer, and one of the guys I was working with was like, wow, what's that? He didn't even know what the sort of car it was, you know, because you don't see many of them on the road. And yeah, he absolutely loved it. And you know, he's a guy not too dissimilar in age to me, and yeah, he's never seen one before. So yeah, that's quite cool, showing him around the car and what have you. So this is Lower Bockhampton, where we're driving at the moment. This is picking up on the camera because I know the sun's right above us. Oh, hello. He's pulling over, postman pulling out. Oh, what's going on here? Here we go, we'll drive around, shall we? There you go, that's village life for you. All the little narrow back roads. Yeah, some lovely days out around here, lovely places to go for a walk. Take the children, you know, on your bikes or whatever else. Yeah, it's just lovely. Lovely for driving the car around. I must sort that knockout in the back. Hopefully it's not too distracting for you. You can hear it rattling, you know. Speed up. Energy through my battery. And we're back to West Stafford, which is where I live. Let's go this way. It's quite interesting. I was watching a review only yesterday on the original, so the XKR, as in this shape, the X100, versus the X150 XKR. And the chap was doing a review on his channel on YouTube about the two cars, and was saying about the space and not enough room in the cockpit of the X100. Oh, it's another tractor. We'll wait for him. And yeah, I just want to say that, you know, inside here, I'm 6'2", well built, shall we say, and you know, the seat in the right position. I've got headroom still. There's still a good sort of inch or two above my head before it hits the headliner. Got plenty of leg room. Yeah, I find it actually quite a spacious cabin. In my experience of the Jags that I've owned, an S-Type up the front is actually, particularly the first series S-Types, as in the new versions, not the old ones. But, you know, like a late 90s, early 2000s S-Type. You get less room in that than you do in this one. So yeah, don't be put off if you're a bigger guy like me for space, because there is enough of it. Your children wouldn't agree if they're in the back of the car, because they won't have any room, that's for sure. But you know, if it's something for you and just the occasional use of the back, then yeah, don't be put off by it at all. You know, go for it. Still see. So you've got to be careful around here with the dog walkers. Looks like we're all clear at the moment. There we go, back in the back cave. So that's it for this part of the video. So I'm just going to tuck the car away now. I'm going to wait for those parts so I can do the coolant system. So yeah, I look forward to your comments, questions, any advice would be much appreciated. And so yeah, it's definitely something over the next week, maybe two, depending on how far I get with it. We'll look to get that video done and posted up for you all. So thanks again everyone for watching the video. Take care, stay safe, and I look forward to receiving your comments, as I say, and we'll catch you on the next video. Cheers for now, everyone. Take care.